Well, g'day tubes. Can't quite see them now, but another one of them rainy, crappy days out here, and I got my cement guys just come in. They're just sort of backing up over there, and I guess I'll go see. They want to try to do one, but it's kind of rainy and crappy again out here, right? But anyways, I'm just going to do a bit more work on this forklift project here, and maybe get the one side welded on, but everything's just soaking wet today, so I don't know, boys. I don't know what we're going to actually get into today. I like to maybe throw this freaking awesome kit on my truck, but that's another thing. Everything's soaking wet on that too, and I guess I could do some of the preliminary stuff, like whoops, this thingy here needs to go in to the solenoid valve, come on now, which is that, and out, yeah, so this would be out to your horns, so that gets on there, and then you put these dewies on the end of your horns, and then your lines go on there. I guess I'm not too sure how these fittings work yet, but we'll figure those out. But we could get some of this preliminary sort of stuff going, and you know, this is supposed to go into the tank, the little valve thingy there, pressure gauge, and really there's not a whole lot else we can really do yet. That's the thing for the compressor. That'll turn the compressor on and off, so when it reaches a certain pressure it cuts the power, I guess, and turns your compressor off. So, but there's other things we could do, but we gotta kind of sort of do it when we do it. So I went to Princess Auto yesterday, I got a couple of things too. I should go grab them. Come on, buddy. There you go. Alright, so this is what we got at Princess Auto. On the diagram here, let's just have a look-see. There's your steering wheel, of course, and inside the car, the toggle switch. That is supposed to turn your for your Dewey on and off. So, like, really, with a toggle switch, which is right there. So I didn't really like that idea too much. I kind of rather have like a push button, you know, kind of thing, right? So I got one of them, 60 amp push button starter switch, they call it. That should be good for that though. And so basically there'll be a push button switch here, and this toggle switch I'm going to put down in here. So we're going to get power off this pressure switch, which is this one. So this is actually the tank. So you got your safety valve, which is in the package there, your drain valve, the gauge goes in there, and then there's, you know, this is the line in and then the line out to your Dewey. So on this pressure switch, I'm going to put this thing in the cab of the truck too, so I can turn it on and off if need be, right? So they say don't wire it up to right towards the battery, but it looks kind of like they've sort of done that to do there too. But they've also run it through a 35 amp fuse, which I also got 30 amp. 30 amp. I think that's probably not big enough. Interesting. I don't know why they want such a huge Dewey there. I guess we're running this compressor. Oh, that sucks. I thought I was good, but anyways, maybe she'll still work. I don't know. We'll try her. If not, then I couldn't see how that wouldn't work. Holy crap! That's a freaking pretty thick, huge wire in there. Why they wouldn't say that wouldn't run a 35 amp. I don't know, might heat up, but anyways, yeah, so we got a couple of grounds here. It kind of pretty much tells you everything on here, you know, like connect to compressor, connect to ground, connect to fuse 12 volt DC positive, so that will go through this, well, yeah, how could this not work? Look at the size of this wire. compared to the size of this wire, it's like freaking, I don't think there's going to be an issue there. And then this one, ignition wire, fuse power, what did that say? Source positive. Now, interesting. So this is going to, the small blue is going into your ignition wire. Now, technically that one I don't think I'm going to need because I'm hooking it up with the switch here. So technically what this is going to do, I might have to, just trying to think now. Yeah, see it says here do not run directed to the battery. Run this wire to an ignition positive wire. This is a wire that is only powered when the key is turned on to the on position. This will ensure that the air compressor will not run when the car is turned off and drain your batteries. So I'm going to have that switch on here anyway, so you know it's probably a good idea to have that, but I don't know, I'm probably not going to bother with it unless I happen to forget about it. And you know, but if you've got no leaks, if you definitely check everything, seal everything up, and you've got no leaks anywhere, technically that thing shouldn't have to run. So now the only thing I'm thinking is if you say don't have your key or something stupid and you want air, because what I'm going to do is with one of these extra dewies here on the tank, I don't know which one, probably one of them, I'm going to run a exterior line somewhere onto the truck, so if you had to, you could fill up you know, tire or something. It'd be nice just to flick that switch, shut her off, and then fill your battery, or fill your battery up. Yeah, fill your tire up or whatever, right? So we got some stuff we can kind of sort of start to do here. We can probably put the pressure switch in the tank, put the safety valve in the tank, put the drain dewey in the tank. Hook these dewies up to this dewey, to the pressure solenoid valve. We can hook that up to there, and hook this one, I guess, on this feller on. They've already got stuff on it, looks like, but I'm going to probably put a little bit more protection on there because, you know, that stuff's, yeah, good, but it's also dried out a bit too, right? So they give you some here, but I got lots of that too. So let's get Spot to work here, and we'll get figuring this out. But just before we do that, I got one horn up here. This is the big one, and it's funny they're all plastic. Well, that's another thing I'm gonna have to make too, I guess, is to mount these things wherever I'm gonna mount them on the truck. I'm gonna have to make like a thing that they can all mount whatever configuration I'm thinking, right? Because right now they're just, there's no like bar or nothing, you know, to mount them onto, or a plate or something. So I'll have to figure that out, but I'll do that in our day when we're ready to do this. But anyways, we're just gonna stick the dewey in the hole here, give her a little blast. Ready? Yeah, that was just like that, and that was it. Ow, my ears are like thumping now. But anyways, let's get this stuff out here and we'll figure out what we're gonna do. Okay, so let's have a looky-see here. They are saying that the drain valve goes there. Now I gotta find all this stuff too. No. No. Ah. Okay. So there's your drain valve, and probably in here's that safety valve too. Yeah. So this will probably blow off at about 160. It should tell you on the rating though. 175, yeah. So if something screws up with the compressor and, you know, keeps going, you wouldn't think a little wee thing like that would, but this thing's got a spring inside here. It's got a little spring inside here that's whatchamacallit to show focus in there. Oh, hang on, we'll get her. Well, you can sort of see that little spring in there. That's basically the pressure is pushing on this thing in this hole here, and it's enough to pull that, push that thing open there, right? So, or you can manually do it until it bleeds off to that 150. It probably would close out again or something. Didn't tell you that actually what it closes at, but now let's put the drain valve in the bottom first. And interestingly enough, that hole's a bit too big for this drain plug, so they must have an adapter dewey here somewhere. So that's good. I don't like that because now you got two things that are potentially going to leak on you. But that's the way she works, I guess. So that fits good there. Okay, so we'll Teflon these. You can do that, or you can use that pipe dope stuff that you put on, and it's like a liquid stuff, like a toothpaste almost. But I kind of prefer this sort of stuff, even though it's kind of a nuisance to work with sometimes. But okay, so to get this right, hold it in your left hand, start going this way, so when you thread her in, I'm actually going to put a little more than I need on there just because, you know, so just wrap her around there, make sure you got no deweys on the dewey where she's going to start coming out there. And we can thread that in here. At least these are brass, they're not going to rust, technically. Okay, so that one's good. So if you watched how I did that, hold that in your left hand and start on the top. It doesn't really matter which way your spool goes, but start on the top and then start wrapping around away from you. Like that, so when you thread her in, you don't untwist the Teflon tape there, right? So that one's good, so we can thread that in the tank here. And I got my adjustable wrench, although you should probably use the proper one, but I've had pretty good luck with these things. So now what this thing is for, if you don't know air compressors and stuff, if the air is humid, moist, or if it just rained or something, or if it's one of those hot humid days and you run your compressor, it'll suck that hot air in, and it actually compresses it and forms water vapors which get in your tank and stuff, and then when it cools it turns into moisture like water. So you've got to drain that out, or if you don't, you'll get moisture content. I actually need my bigger wrench. You'll get moisture content coming out of your lines again then. It's got to come out somewhere, right? Path of least resistance, right out the line. So especially if you're painting, oh, it's actually pretty good. If you're painting, it's not good mixing that with your paint, right? Or sandblasting, it's like a complete nightmare if you're sandblasting, because your sand all bung up in your lines and then stops your sand flowing. You'll get lots of air, but no sand coming out. Not a lot of fun. So hence why we put dryers, air dryers, which technically this should have, because it is an air compressing system now. It should have an air dryer somewhere, but if you keep your tanks drained out, it's usually not too bad. Okay, that's probably pretty good. Just want to give her another little crank there, so there, that's pretty good. Okay, so that is technically two positions that could leak, so that sucks. So on the top now they're saying for the pressure switch, or not the pressure switch, the safety valve. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong dewey there. So there's the safety valve. It's already got some red stuff on it. Looks like red Loctite or something, but We also got to put another Dewey one of these in. Another potential 2 leaky spots. But that's okay. Teflon the crap out of them. Okay, so yeah, they say you don't have to do this with, it's already been coated with stuff, but I've been down that road before and I've had these things leak, so it's like, for the 3 minutes it takes you to throw some of this stuff on, you might as well just do it. Okay, same deal for this one. And they say yes, you only need like 1 wrap, but you know, that's another thing. For all the stuff's worth and the hassle of trying to get her all apart again and stuff, you might as well just put a couple extra wraps on her. Okay, so we'll tighten this one in. Wasn't actually going to use this tank, but I'm going to try it for now, I guess. Because I got those big ones that Iron Man gave me, right? But until I can kind of figure out spacing wise and stuff, this should be alright. Should be good for that. Another one for this guy. Sure, really. Now you won't come off. Not awful. Fortunately, there's so many holes in this one, like different ports on this tank, it's kind of hard to check something for leaks until you got her all together, right? Oh, I'm actually turning the whole Dewey there. Oh boy. That should be good. Alright, so there's that one, there's that one. Now they're saying they want the pressure switch this big one, I guess, here? No. What is this big one? I'm going to pop this off here. Just a big hole. Guess one of these, pressure switch. And it looks like we're going to need another one of these Deweys. And the pressure switch is there. Some tape. I almost prefer maybe having this pressure switch in the middle more, but sometimes you gotta bear hug stuff to hold them down. Should do that. Holy. That goes in there. I'm still gonna Teflon this again, even though they've got stuff on this one. Just because, you know, you could get something just sneaking air past there, and every little air you get out is another that thing's got to put back in, so it's better to do her and get her done the right first time. I think I'm going to maybe yeah, I'm going to grab the proper wrench for this one exactly right back. I got one. 15mm, can you believe that? Okay. So now here's an important tip. Don't put your dewey on like this and tighten her down, because then how do you get your dewey out again, right? That is the issue. Okay. Which way this should sit, I don't know, and we're finally tight here. Probably like that's good. So pressure switch, now we got to do a little dewey here, which wouldn't be bad to have that inside of the cab, but a little shocker dewey, pretty sweet, eh? Shocker. Okay. And staticky. Come on. There's that. And we need another one of these deweys here, I guess. Still got two more of them anyway, so too bad. Take that one out. I'm just going to turn this so you guys can see. Still see that? Yep, okay, good. I'll wrap this big one. Now, I'm not 100% sure where yet I'm going to really mount this stuff. Truck-wise, I'd really like to get it inside of the back, so it's not exposed to all the crap and stuff on the outside. Compressor and tank. Be nice because it's all nice and dry and no crappy stuff getting slopped up on it in the middle of winter, right? Is the idea. But then you're also going to lose a little bit of your space for your cargo-y stuff. Should do that. And this gauge is probably the same size. Good, yeah. Oh crap, I put that in the wrong one, didn't I? It really doesn't matter. We can also just do this. Sure. Should have probably put it in that one, but that's okay. Okay, so I wouldn't actually mind having a gauge up into the truck, right? You could tell what your system's at, kind of thing. Because if this is in the back, you're probably not going to see this, you know. Right. Actually, we could probably pressurize this. If I get this set up right, if I've got enough of my own fittings, we could probably pressurize this thing. So, the one end is the compressor now, which looks like it's got something that holds a 1/2 inch fitting. It's probably that feller. I would say, what's it say on here? Made in China 1/2 inch OD, yeah, okay. So, how the heck do these things work? Huh. Push her in, smash her down, and that's it? Not sure if I like that too much. Kind of cheesy. I bet you they'll leak. So, actually, if I do that, we're not going to be able to pressurize this, because I don't think I got enough bungy things myself here. That one's a bung, that one's got another hole in it for the other end here. That may not work today, tubes. May not work. That's the other line. size is that one? That's another 1/2 inch one. Oh, they gave me 2 of those. Supposed to have one coming out. That's a 1/2 inch. Oh yeah, one in, one out. Okay, so that makes sense. Well, I guess we might as well throw those in. Might as well throw those in. Just won't be able to pressurize it now, though, but that's okay. Okay, so some more tape. Some more tape. Guess these are sort of like a compression sort of fitting thing. I don't know, I'm not super crazy. I like the clamp down stuff, you're done. I don't like this quick and attach stuff. I don't know how the heck these things work actually. Well, so get that one in. There's one of these on each end, I guess, for air in, air out. And then it sort of necks it down at the diverter T, 4-way T thing. And that eventually goes right up to the horns, right? Should do that one. And where did I see that other one here? Nope. Holy cow, I know I've seen another one. What's in this bag here? Okay. Yeah, these are weird. They have like a... I guess you just shove the hose on and jam that thing down. Guess we'll find out. I've never used them before. Okay. So let's Teflon this. Oh, come on. Feels weird. It's like getting tight really fast. Not sure if I like that or not. Okay, so those are in. And technically, I'm not sure why they leave us this real big one. I guess they give you a little options if you're hooking in like something bigger or whatever. But for now, we do have a couple of plugs. Which I'll just put in for temporaries until I get the until we get her mostly mounted in, right? And then we'll think about hooking up our airline and stuff to it later. Have something I can, you know, roll up and unhook it and take it. Well, actually, I could. I think I actually got, what did they give me here? There's another one. Yeah, so that could go there. And this big one's for here. Big one's for there. Let me just have a look see here, and I might have the proper fitting for that other one. Oh, last one in stock. Sweet, because I need the one with the male threads to go in there, right? Hopefully that'll thread in. Yeah, that seems good. So that'll work good. That way, I can pull the line off and it won't be losing all its pressure if you went the other way, right? So that's good there. We'll put this big one in here for now. Teflon's ripped on me here somewhere. There we go. Stuff's so thin, eh? It's just like, oh, so tricky and hard to use it, and stuff's static. He sticks to it like crazy. You try to keep her clean too. Okay, so that's good there. Crank these two fellers on here. Actually, I don't want to take it for a sec. Should do that. Oh boy. Looking right at it. I guess that you could use this for a port to super fill it really fast or something with, you know, at a gas tank or a gas station or something. I don't know. See, I've got my other horns here as well. They're more like a truck horn. You could set up some kind of like auxiliary thingy or something, right? But running that many horns, man, you wouldn't. In no time at all, you have this tank drained out of here, right? So you'd be definitely wanting a bigger tank, which then you're probably going to want a bigger compressor, and yeah. Alrighty. That's good. Alright, not looking too bad now. Alright, so I got the Deweys in there too. Did that off camera, but I actually had her on wrong. I had this other one here is supposed to be for here, and I had that in the tank, so I kind of lost my spot for my valvey thing of mine, because I had to use up the other one on the end of the tank, and that comes out of the compressor like that, and then that basically just gets swammaged right on there, and away you go. So I was kind of sort of reading the directions kind of wrong, I guess, but the pictures sort of looked that way. But anyways, that's how that works. Kind of dumb, but you know, they could have included maybe, you know, whatever more fitting, and could have done her. But I'll have to get my own fitting, I guess, for my valve there, because I don't have one of those, I don't think, here. So yeah, but anyways, she's looking good now. Well, just doing a little bit of testing on this stuff here. I got the line shoved in, and I'm like, how in the frick does that hold in? Because it just pulled her back out again, right? Which it technically will, yeah. So what happens, really weird, you push her in tight as you can. Oh, that guy sound like they're leaving. And basically all I've seen is when you pressurize it, it pressurizes and it pushes this ring up, and I guess it clamps down on the hose. kind of friggin' cheesy, really, but let me get you set up here and we'll see if we can simulate that. Okay, so pressurize this hose here now. Get that thing in here. Didn't look like it moved that much that time. Hang on a sec, let me get you set up here again. Alright, let's see what happens here. Yeah, you can see it move there, right? There's no leaks there, I don't see any air. Just coming out where I'm putting the air in, right? I guess that's good. I guess as long as you got some pressure in your lines there, she should stay locked. Or technically this should be locked now. Yeah. Now if I push on this ring, it'll just pop right out. That's the weirdest stuff I've ever seen, boys. I don't know. Ooh, look at this, ready? That's the dots in the camera. I'm using my own today. I was going to do some plasma cutting, but I thought, man, it's all rainy and crappy. I don't feel like doing that. But anyways, yeah, those are the weirdest fittings I've ever seen. I've always been the one, you know, you put Teflon screw together. She's pretty much guaranteed not to leak. With these, you hit a bump, that thing falls off. I don't know. They're going to have to be well secured, I guess. So basically, whenever this gets mounted, I guess you put a securing dewey there. They don't really give you much of anything, but we'll have to do our own stuff, I guess. But I don't know, those just seem kind of cheesy to me. But yeah, so anyways, I think I've also done the compressor thing wrong again. This looks like it's coming out here. This is the line that's on it here, I guess, where it's already got a dewey on it, so I guess that dewey's supposed to go in there. But that'd be kind of sort of one of the last fittings you'd put together. Pardon me, but so I guess the tank and the compressor have to be mounted fairly close to one another, you know. Which is probably going to work, but we'll see what happens, I guess. Because this might get mounted up sort of on the. Oh, I kind of want her at a dangerous weight, you know, too, with this stuff. I'm thinking up on the wheel well or something, or maybe just in front of the wheel well in the back of the truck, and then this will have to go there somewhere too, I guess. But we'll figure that out after. Somewhere on this thing. Guess that's the inlet port there. We got to put the this on, but we'll do that sort of afterwards too, kind of thing. Is that where that goes? I guess so. It's the air filter. Install dry air away from moisture. Yeah. But anyways, we'll do that in our time when we get more into the dewey here. But I guess we're gonna have to put this plug in there for now until I can get that set up for my exterior air. So I guess technically we got two ports, which is kind of neat. But we'll crank this feller down. Well, we'll be able to go so far, and I'll have to bear hug it a bit, but yeah. So anyways, that is about as far, I'm guessing, as we can go today. The rest is, well, a little bit of plumbing here and still there and everything, but 5/16 airline. I think that's it there. This is 3/8, I believe, this stuff. I'm not 100% sure what that stuff's for. 3/8 tube, yeah. Not too sure. But geez, that's not very much for hooking up all these horns. They're gonna have to go pretty close to the source, I guess, too, right? Which they say is better. Got to be some more of that somewhere. That looks like one section there. Well, what the heck's going on here? Better have a look. Well, the way they've done this, I'm not super crazy on it, but I guess it'll work. They basically given me a bunch of this 1/2 inch. So there's probably 10 or 15 or 20 feet, maybe 15 feet on that. So you run out of the compressor, the other end, sorry, or out of the tank. So this is going to the wherever I'm going to run the hoses. And you clamp that down, and then you run the check valve for the air valve thingy here. And you run the lines from there out to your horns, I guess. So that's why they only give you like 10. This is a 10-foot roll of this small stuff that goes from these to the horns. So pretty much you run this right to pretty much where your horns are going to be, kind of thing, right? And then you just run each line off of there onto the horn. So there's enough for 2 and a bit feet, I guess. So holy. But you know, by the looks of this, so you're like, holy crap, I should have way a lot more than that. But no, I guess that's the way she works. It's kind of dumb in a way, but anyways, that's the way that's going to work. So I guess for right now, it's about as far as we've gone, as far as we can go, till we get the truck here on a nicer day. It just poured down rain again out there, so I guess that'll be it for today. And then we can start mounting stuff, drilling, mounting, and figuring out where stuff's going to roughly go. But anyways, that's probably going to be it for today down here. I got leaves, of course, to chew up out there, but she's just so wet now I can't do that, so we're screwed. We're screwed for that. So we'll just maybe run up and have a look at the truck, see where we're going to mount this stuff, kind of thing, and get a sort of rougher idea of what we're going to do here when we get to her. Well, you might be thinking too, oh man, I wouldn't be putting that in the back of your truck. What about your cargo room and stuff? Well, honestly, I got trailers. I'll just throw stuff on a trailer or whatever. And this isn't going to take up that much room, you know, so holy freaking rainy day. But anyways, yeah, I'd rather have her in the back where she's dry and, you know, not in the sloppy, salty, mucky crap, because I know what that stuff does to that kind of stuff. So I want to keep her in nice, you know. And I don't honestly rarely put stuff in the back of my truck anyways, so like I say, I'll just, you know, the odd time I'll put something back there, but maybe some wood or something, but most times I'm using my trailer. So, but anyways, let's have a look inside the back of the truck here and see what we're thinking. Well, I don't know, boys. I don't know. I was gonna say, if I'm not, oh, with the angle, I was gonna put my compressor up maybe right there or something, but it's got to be fairly close to the tank. I'm thinking the tank will fit right in that little pocket there, and we might have to build something there, maybe above or whatever on the tank, maybe to mount the little compressor to. That might be another option too, is we could put a little something on that tank, like a little platform or something, and something anyways. We'll have to figure out, you know, it's not too far of a distance that it's given us, so we'll have to mount her pretty close, I guess. But we'll figure something out like that. We'll pretty much have to have the truck down there to get stuff in and looking at stuff and stiff. So, but back here she'll be nice and dry and stuff, and up in that corner I think she'll be fairly well protected too, so she should be pretty good. But yeah, another day, we'll get onto that another day. Oh, sweet tubes, my package finally came. Actually, it was pretty quick. Got a little project going to be happening here next little while I haven't mentioned anything about yet, so we're going to have a crack open of this sort of before we say good day. Oh boy. It's funny, I ordered this not too long ago, and it's some pretty neat stuff I've never really done much with, so might need some input from you fellers. You guys always help me out, so getting her wired up and figured out and stuff, you know. Wired up, oh, that was it, that was a hint. But yeah, anyways, it's just a little more of an experiment rather than anything, and if it goes real well, we might do some more of them, and see if we can get off the grid, we'll say. And well, not maybe off the grid, but aid in leaving some of the grid alone, we'll say. So but anyways, we're just gonna grab a bite to eat, and then we'll open up that package. Alright, so we got you on the new tripod. She's pretty good. I like the movement of it. It's nice and smooth and stuff. Oh yeah. Okay, so this came from Pennsylvania, I think. PA is Pennsylvania? I think so. And this is gonna be probably more or less likely an indoor, for me, kind of, where to say that, indoor kind of a wintry project, we'll say. It's not something I gotta get done right now or nothing, you know, but it's gonna require a bit of soldering and a bit of setting up and knowledge of wiring and stuff. So this stuff here is called tabbing wire. Tabbing wire. It's kind of all wrapped up, but that's basically what it looks like there, like a ribbony kind of stuff. It's not very thick. And this stuff here, well, we had to break it to get it in. This is called a bus wire, and it's basically the same stuff, only a bit thicker, a bit wider, take a bit more voltage. Oh, so you probably know what I'm talking about right now. And you can see how well wrapped they are, all fragile or fragile. That's French for it could break, fragile. So let's see here. We got to be real gentle. Sherry's got her taped. I'll just try it without. Oh, maybe not. Oh, it's quite a package, eh? Half this way, half that way. That is really cool. Okay, so these things in here are super fragile, apparently. And yeah, so there we go. Look at these cool things, eh? Look at that. Holy friggin' crap. Can you believe it? Oh, wow, they are thin and fragile. They're about the thickness of a credit card, maybe. Wowee. That is so cool. Now, do you know what these are? Does anybody know what these are? I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to let you figure that out on your own, but I've got 60 of them right in there. You can see the thickness of them. So there's 60 of these things. Can you believe that? Wow. I was watching some of these on the YouTubes there, and they said they're really fragile, thin and fragile, but holy cow, I'll say. So, yes, 60 of these things. What are they? And it is something to do with electricity. Holy snapping. That is pretty cool. But anyways, we'll kind of leave them carefully in the package here for 1 second. I want to try something here. Okay, so this should give you a pretty good clue what these are. Put one dewey there, you can see, well, I don't know why it's reading like that. Weird. But anyways, you can see the meter dewey there. So we put one dewey there. Oh, see, look, I just broke that one. That's so easy to break. Well, that's not good. Be real careful of these things. Super, super, super real careful. Okay, so I don't know why it's reading so weird there. Stop reading weird. It's actually probably the batteries are getting low on that thing. Okay, so one dewey there. The other dewey there. So 0.32 volt. So what are these things? You tell me what you think they are. And unfortunately I just broke one, so that's not too good. Man, oh man, are they ever thin. Oh. Now technically, if I still put this thing on here, this one on this side, it's still giving me a little bit of voltage there. 0.23, so yeah, that's not too good. But yeah, what are they? What are they? You tell me. Man, it is just phenomenal how fast and easy these things will break. Like just like that, eh? Like nothing. It's like a little piece of glass, I guess, basically. But if we can get a good close-up up here, you can see. You can see, maybe, if I can get it right here, how small these things are. I don't think she's going to focus on that, boys. But definitely, really got to be really careful with these things. Holy cow. This sounds like a piece of glass, eh? So it'd be really easy to get a hunk of that in your finger too, I would imagine. But let's have a look, you see at this. Oh, I can't get the light right. Look at that thing, eh? Isn't that cool? So what are they, boys? You tell me. Handle with care. Fragile. Very fragile. That's super awesome. I just read on the thing there. I actually ordered 60. He gave me 61 of them. So that's good. I just broke the only one I can. Because basically these things have to go in a 30 by... well, 30 piece thingy to make the one thingy, I figure, roughly. And yeah, so let me know. That's going to be it for today. She's raining and crappy outside again, so we'll try for tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, let me know what you think these are, and we got a bit of a project coming up. Won't be for a wee while, but we'll be doing her downstairs. You have to clear the big table off here. Got lots of junk all over the place here and stuff. Got a clear spot and start working on that, I guess. But anyhow, have a good day. Thanks for watching, and we'll hopefully talk at you tomorrow.